Alright, so it's a brand new day. Let's get an event going here. And we've got port shootings. Add 2 to the cold space. Okay, that's 6. And 6 is the maximum coldness we can get in here. Alright, so it says, for the whole night, we were listening to the sounds of some commotion coming from the river port. Until recently, it was rather a peaceful area. Maybe it's worth checking what happened there. Place the script token A in District 7. Grab this and I'll put it in District 7. District 7, I guess, would be the port? Yeah. Alright, that's happening off screen. Port is just below where we are, the plundered old town. Then it says, when scavenging in District 7, you may return 4 exploration cards and discard the script token A from the map to visit the K. Okay, and then you would see H40. Okay, it says then place this card at the top of the time track and reveal a new act objective. Okay, so as you see here, I've put the A token here. So this goes on top of the time track, sliding this guy completely off the track. This is basically just filler. And there you go. And as you can see, I found the objective token there. Okay, and then we got to flip a new act objective. So let's do that. Here we go. Orders dispatch. Read this, then place it at the top of the time track. CH60, which we will do in a moment. Advance the objective marker whenever instructed by a script. Okay. Let's go read H60. All right, here we go. Mirza approaches us in a hurry. He doesn't stand 2 steps away or speak loudly as he usually does. There are other units in the city, like ours. You'll be couriers. Here, I have 3 envelopes for you. They are identical. Don't open them or else. This time we can see that there's no point in refusing. We just listen for now. We will decide later whether we will deliver the letters or throw them in the sewers. Oh, that's harsh. The first unit is in the old city library building. Mirza shows us a point on the map. The password is May the 4th. The second unit is in an ordinary block of flats. Kestrel. The last one is in this department store. Snow. Take this. The captain folds the map and slides it to us on the table. Will you remember? Yes, we answer quietly, repeating the passwords in our thoughts. So, May the 4th, Kestrel, Snow. Okay, see H142. Write down department store H142 on a blank token and place it in District 8. When scavenging in District 8, you may return 5 exploration cards and remove this token from the game to deliver Mirza's order. See H186. Write down library H142 on a blank token and place it in District 10. When scavenging in District 10, you may return 5 exploration cards and remove this token from the game to deliver Mirza's order, see H223. And then write down block of flats H142 on a blank token and place it in District 2. When scavenging in District 2, you may return 5 exploration cards and remove this token from the game to deliver Mirza's order, H329. Okay. Place 1 white soldier in District 8. If all white soldiers are on the map, move 1 of them there. Okay, we don't have all of them, so let's put a soldier in District 8 right now. So one of these dudes, District 8 is the hospital district, so I'll put this guy over there. Okay, now I've got a whole bunch of tokens to do, so yeah. let me fix this and we'll come right back. Alright, so I've made these little crappy looking tokens here. So this is department store in the hospital district. We got block of flats in the port district. There's also this A thing over there, which is port shootings. We've got library in the plundered old town, which is where we are, which is pretty cool. So that's all set up. Now every time you want to go check out these tokens, you have to discard 5 exploration cards. Then you go back to H142, and that will tell you where to then go. And then it says to take this thing and to actually pop it in a time track. So this is actually going to go. See, now we only have 1 more round to take care of the AK party. And as you can see, I've changed my token strategy here because, yeah, there doesn't seem to be any more of these. So I'm just going to use these here with the X's on. Okie dokie. All right, so let's go back to the house because now the house is pretty cold. And we got to do something. All right, well, I have an efficient heater now and I have a lot of wood. I also have a lot of these tokens that I could trade, possibly with my trader card over here. But my people are hungry as well. I don't like that. I really don't. And they all have one? Okay, no, one action. One action. They all have one action. So I think I'm going to put Anton to bed. That way he can get rid of this and have 2 more actions this turn. So I think for sure he's going to take a nap. And these guys all have just 1 action, which is pretty bad, I find. So I think I'll put one person to work the efficient heater for sure, because we have to drop the coldness down for sure. Maybe somebody else makes a board up. Yeah, a board up would be 1 component and 4 wood, which we have. And that would be like the last board up that we do, because there's only 3. And this goes like up in the hole there somewhere. Yep, I'll do that over there. So that would be the board up, and then she could burn some stuff. So now for 1 wood, it's 1 cold that you take out. So 1, 2, 3, 4. It's kind of a pain to do that, but I think I'll do it. So if I do 4, it'll be 3. It'll be 2 over there. But I do have 3 board ups, so maybe I could keep some wood. Yeah. What if I burn 2? Then it'll be at 4, and 4 minus 3 board ups is 1. I mean, or we just do this. That way it'll always be at 0, right? So if I have 3 cold minus 3 board ups, it'll be 0 when we get to the dawn phase. Okay, so let's get rid of all this to put a board up to drop the cold down by 3. So you probably can't see it, but it was at 6. I'm dropping it down to 3. And at the same time, Anton is going to get rid of his fatigue. So there we go. Okie dokie. And now, basically everybody's done except him. He's got 2 more actions. Now, I'm thinking we use the trader to trade some of this stuff to get food, because she needs food. Now, of course, I could just say, you know, she's going to eat the vegetable and that'll be that, right? I guess I could stretch it out a little bit more. But like if he's hungry at level 2 or 3, he's going to raise his illness by 1, which I don't like. So I think I'm going to trade some stuff. Yeah, you know what? Let's... Oh yeah, and I wanted to make this into a hatchet or something. I think I can work something out. Okay, let me think about this. All right, kids, I've done some math. Now, I'm going to be kind of pausing everything here. Basically, they're all done except him. He's got 2 more actions, okay? But we're going to use the trader card. And this says, play at any time during the day, actions, dusk, evening, or dawn phase. You may perform a trade to exchange tokens from the storage for any other tokens. Trade commission 0. So let's do that, okay? So let me do the math here, okay? Let's say we keep the vegetable, but we got basically 20 plus 10 is 30, 38. Okay, 38. Bear with me here. All right, I did some math, and what's gonna happen is, here, let me make a little wall here with this stuff. Okay, so what's gonna happen is I'm gonna be trading all of this away for some new stuff, okay? So for 10, for sure, I'm getting a raw food, okay? So that's that done. Now for another 10, I'll be getting, well, let's say here for 18, okay? For 18, I'll be doing 12 plus 4 is 16, and I'm missing, what, 2? So I'll do 2 cigarettes. All right, so this was for that. Now we got 10 left. And for 10, I'm going to be taking, because my plan is I'm going to give a raw food to this person to bump them up, right? I'll give her a vegetable, and I need him to get a vegetable as well. So I got 10 left, I said. I'll do 5, 6, 7, 8, let's do 9 and 10. I think that covers it, right? Because if we don't count this guy here, and we count all of this stuff up, I'm just redo some math here. So this is 22 plus 5 is 27 plus 3 is 30, 32, 34, 36, 37, 38. And over here we have, this is 38. Yeah, we're good. Okay, cool. So let's get rid of all that. And I'll let you know why I'm doing that, but I think it's pretty clear right now. Because now what's going to happen is I have now enough cigarettes to bump up my AK party mission. Okay, so that'll be for that. basically. This is just to defend better, because the hatchet is such an awesome weapon. Because not only do the knives hit, but if you hit this, you ignore the Night Raids card, which is like insane. So I'm getting that for sure, right? And food is for food. This is because these two guys like to smoke and drink and all that. And this is because I want to try to build something. I want to try to build a deadfall trap eventually, so I'm going to need these. So I think that makes sense. Right. Okay. So that was like putting kind of everything on hold, basically. And now we can keep going with the actions. So what could Anton do? I think Anton's going to have to poke about, because there's not enough wood or components to build anything that's really worth it. So his action's going to be this, poking about. Let's roll a die. Oh, that's a 9. That's very good. So 4 wood and or components. Now the two main things I want to build, as I said before, are a deadfall trap and probably a bed, because people are getting tired. So see here, I need 5 components and 2 wood. That's a lot. Now I got 2 and 1. So I mean, if it's 4, let's get, let's get some components for sure. Now I'm thinking I'll never be able to get everything I need to actually make the deadfall trap, so maybe I can concentrate on building a bed. So if I want to do that, I need 3 components and 4 wood. So if I'm getting 4 of something, I could do 1, then I'd have my 3 components. Oh, and 3 more. Yes, it would work actually. Yeah, so if I'm getting 4 of something, I'll have my 3 components and 4 wood. Okay, so that was the poking about. And then his last action would be to actually build a bed, because 3 components, 4 wood. Okay, yeah, let's do that. Okay, so let's put the bed next to the other one, I suppose, right there. So let's get rid, all right, so he's building that. Let's get rid of all this. Okay, so all in all, that wasn't too bad. And now again, I would really like to go talk to Mirza's squad over there, but I don't see how I can waste actions on doing that. So I'm not gonna do it. And now let's move on to the Dusk Phase. So we got a drink. So we got 3 people, they're going to drink. And then let's have them eat. So this for sure is going over here. This is gonna stabilize him, and this is gonna stabilize her. So num 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 num, that's gone. And then by eating a raw food, we can drop this down by 1. Okay. Then as far as all of this good stuff goes, we could do right now the AK party. Yeah, why not? Okay, let's do it. So this was the AK party thing. So it says at any moment you can discard any number of the following: 3 cigarettes, moonshine, or alcohol. So 3 cigarettes, I'm going to discard this, bumping this down up to 4. So ching, this is done. And then what you actually do is I think you just go like this. And at the end of the dawn phase or start of the dawn phase or something, you got to check these cards. And if there is a check mark there, then you go read this thing. So we'll still keep this at the top of the time track, but now we know that it's done, right? Now I could have waited. I didn't have to do this right now. I could have just, held on to these, and when we come close to the dawn phase, I do it. But at the same time, if these get stolen or something by some white soldiers or by some thugs or whatever, then I can't do it. So yeah, I should probably do it now, and I will, and I did, and it's done. So this goes away. All right, so now we got to decide who goes where and to do what in terms of scavenging and all that. And I'm looking at my people here, and what do we actually need? They're in good shape, right? I mean, they're gonna need food eventually, because like this is gonna turn into level 3, which is why I wanted to build a deadfall trap. But I think more than anything, we should just go outside and get some components and some wood, just so when we come back, we can build the deadfall trap, so that later we can make food. I don't know. Oh yeah, we could just stay in plundered old town, because there's this thing where you can just socialize, right? Like this card here, socialize with people. We did this thing where we could just go to work for somebody and they would give us tokens worth 3. Yeah, 3 though. That's not, you can't get a vegetable or anything, which is bad. Oh, I should have thought about that with my trader. I could have traded for vegetables and actually I could then go there to get some coffee and cigarettes. Yeah, I should have done that. Well, there you go, live and learn. Okay, so let's think about this for a little bit. All right, so what I'm gonna do is, everybody's gonna do something for sure. I was thinking about having some people sleep, but maybe I'll do that later. So he's gonna go to level 1, and these guys are gonna go to 3, which is pretty bad. My person on guard duty, of course, is going to be Arika. I do like her cat burglar ability, but the prowess is just, it's what I need, right? So she's green. She's going to go over here with the hatchet. And these guys will be scavenging. I'm going to put them at Plundered Old Town, and I think, I mean, I could bring some of this with me, of course. This I'm going to leave here. Hopefully they don't get stolen. Because if I bring them back, if I bring them with me, when I bring them back, it does count for weight, so that's a pain in the butt. So that was kind of dumb for me to do that. So anyway, I'll leave it there. I'll bring all of this stuff with me, just in case something, you know, something happens. And the way I'm going to split them up is, I think I want to leave somebody in Plundered Old Town just to interact with the library thing, like the orders dispatch thing. So I'm going to leave somebody there. Now these guys are basically both the same, right? Yeah, inventory 3, they're kind of the same. So let's put, well, her, she can trade actually. Trade commission 0. I don't think she's going to trade anything. Okay, let's have her move. I'm thinking go to this district because it's pretty close and there is this red thing here to interact with. Well, actually, she could actually interact with the red one, which is the Ruined Cafe. I say interact, I mean like explore. But there's also the church itself, and there is a token on the church. And it is possible to trade here. Return 6 exploration cards to trade, whereas the Ruined Cafe, you cannot do that. So, okay, so we'll do that. So I'm going to send her over there. So let's make a little findings pile for her, because she's going to be my tradey trader. And let's make some decks. So we're going to start with, yeah, we're going to start with her, right? So we'll do 16 cards, and I'm trying to remember how many cards to take out of there to make 16. I think it's 8 or 9. I don't know. All right, I got my 16 cards. Now, I will discard 1 because she's moving out of there. But actually, before doing that, there is a soldier there. And it says to resolve these soldier encounters while moving during the movement phase. And I am moving, so I guess I got to do it. I got to interact with this guy. Because I'm not moving into it, I'm moving out of it. But I am moving. Urgh. Yeah, I guess I should check the rules. Well, I'm back, I've checked the rules, and as I suspected, the rules are iffy. Because it's this War of Mine. It says, if you encountered any soldiers, you gotta do what the scenario says to do. But what does encountered any soldiers during movement? Does it mean when you walk in? Does it mean when you walk out? Does it mean, you know? So I'm going to do that like I have to do it because I'm basically like I'm moving out of my house and then I'm leaving. So it's like I should encounter this guy. So let's do it. So I'll roll a die for him to see if he beats me up. And he does not. Okay, so moot point as they say. So let's discard a card for this place and then we'll go here. So we'll lose 2. And then we'll go straight over to the churchy bit of town. And we lose 2 again. And we set noise at 2. So right now I'm choosing to explore the church part here. Let's plop that over there. So. I'm not going to trade right away, but I do have to keep 6 cards if I want to trade. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That is a lot. So I'll just put them like this. Yeah, that's bad. Okay, so maybe we start exploring. Yeah. Okay, so let's actually take this token off. That way we know that if we go back there, we can't do any exploration. So let's start doing it now. All right, it's a hiding place. You may ignore this card or return 2 exploration cards to place it on the exploration slot and use it anytime during the scavenging phase as a hiding place. So after rolling for noise, you may discard this card to ignore an encounter or perform a backstab. But you know what? I'm going to ignore this card because I don't think I'm going to meet anyone and the noise is low. Famous last words. There we go. Rubble. We don't have any rubble. So we ignore this card and we draw another one. Stairs down. Look for another way. Return 3 cards or raise the noise by 3 and roll for noise. I'm at 2 plus 3 is 5. That is... It's like, you should have kept the hiding space, you dum-dum. Return 3 cards. I mean, if I return 3 cards, I think I'm done. Yeah, man. Or do I chance it? Do I chance it? Oh, it's so not safe. Because now the thing is, you know, I was keeping these cards to possibly trade with someone. But honestly, I don't have much to trade. I've got 4, you know, a value of 4. I can't even get a vegetable for that price. So I'm thinking maybe I just forget the whole trading thing. And I just put these cards back and I just keep exploring and exploring and exploring, hoping to find food, which is, you know, never happens. But there's no way I'm going. That 5 is just too much. It's a 1 in 2 chance. It's a 1 in 2 chance of meeting someone. Do I do it? I'm doing it. Hey, let's make it entertaining. All right, let's do it. Oh, hey, I think in my last playthrough, I kept rolling 7s, like no joke, like 7 all the time, which is like, was insane basically. Okay, so let's keep going. Okay, you may ignore, discard, or search the heap. Return 2 expression cards and raise noise by 1. Or raise noise by 1 and roll for noise. Oh no, I rolled for noise, so this goes back down. Okay, cool. I mean, I guess we could raise noise by 1 and roll for noise. Yeah, let's do it. Raise noise by 1, roll for noise. And this is where I'm going to get a 2, you know. No, it's a 5. Okay, so we're gonna search the heap. Which is not really something I wanted, but if I can find something expensive... Ammo and chems. Oh, wow. 3 and 1. That's... bleh. Alright, so we've got ammo and chems, but it's just enough maybe to trade. And then we get to roll on this thing. 7. 7 here is... wow, at the church it's nothing. Nothing. You find nothing. Okay, and these are my 6 cards I need to keep, so maybe I keep going just in case we find something. Someone's here, raise noise by 3. So yeah, 2 plus 3 is 5. And let's chance it. Ooh, okay. Search the furniture. You may ignore this card or search the furniture. Return 2 cards or raise noise by 1 and roll for noise. Oh, man. But you see, in the furniture, I would have liked the pantry better. Oh, man. As much as I hate to do it, because now I have enough here to actually trade for, like, let's say a vegetable or something, right? But if let's say if I return 2 exploration cards, then I don't have enough cards to spend to trade to get the vegetable. But on the other hand, I could really risk it and roll for noise, and in the furniture, maybe, like we can look, right? Maybe get a vegetable in the furniture? Meds, lockpick, raw food, not food, not food, not food. A vegetable, not food, a vegetable. I mean, there's only 3 cards in here that would give me a veg or any kind of food. So I think I love the furniture, but I'm gonna ignore this card. Can you believe it? Yeah, I'm gonna ignore this card. And then I'm gonna do the special action here. I will return 6 cards in order to trade. So this is basically done. I can just put all this back here. Okay, and on the church card it says to trade 902. So let's do that. All right, 902. There are quite a few people among the ruins of the old church. They're hoping they'll receive something to eat, even if just a very meager meal. They bring all their belongings with them. They have with them anything of value, items that have been in their families for years, or whatever they've managed to scavenge in the ruined city. When the local priest fails to obtain any ingredients to prepare even the most basic of soups, the people know who to turn to as a last resort. There are several traders nearby who lurk like vultures. They wait for the most desperate of people. You may buy any green and yellow tokens here. Trade commission 2. Back to game. Okay, but my girl makes it trade commission 0. Okay, so I think we're going to get to do the thing we wanted to do. So let's say 1, 2, 3... 4, 5. So let's trade this for a measly potato. Is potato, as they say in the Colbert Show. All right, all in all, not the end of the world. Not too bad. We got a vegetable. That's what we wanted. And now, let's put the church back here. And now she has a carry limit of 3. So let's give her, let's say, 3 water. Because I do like my people to stay hydrated. Yeah? Okay. Then we would move on to this guy over here, Plundered Old Town. So we need to draw 16 cards for him, and he's going to return some to interact with that token here, the Orders Dispatch. at the library. Now, I could do other things first. I could do some scavenging actions. I could look around. I could, socialize with people just to get some, I don't know, to get some cigarettes or whatever. I can't really trade because I didn't bring anything with me. I could get rid of some cards to get some wood or whatever. I will probably do that. But now, as a scavenging action, I will actually resolve a token. So, yeah, let's get 16 cards here. All right, I got my 16 cards over here. So we will get rid of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Noise level should be at 3 in this location. Now, I will not be discarding one card because I'm not moving. I'm not doing a movement action, so I don't think I have to do that. So let's go do this thing here. So let's interact with this library here. So H142. Now, basically, this is going to tell me to go to somewhere else, but so H142, library in District 10, which is where we are. When scavenging in District 10, you may return 5 cards and remove this token from the game to deliver Mirza's order. See H223. Okay, so we're doing that. 223. Whoa. Wow, look at this stuff over here. Okay, so 223. This building used to be beautiful. We remember what it looked like before the war. Now it's a blackened ruin with a caved-in roof. Only the colonnade up front remains, a reminder of its former glory. We approach openly. We want them to see us from a distance. If they think we're sneaking around, they'll surely start shooting. It's quiet. We wonder whether Mirza's information is accurate, if there's really someone here. We walk through the main entrance. The hallway looks almost untouched by destruction. We look around. Password! Someone shouts from the shadows. And now we need to remember the password. Right, and now when I saw this thing about the passwords, I was like, okay, I'm gonna have to remember this, right? So I put the book away, I took a post-it, and I wrote them down from memory. Right, all right, I wrote library, 4th, May the 4th, flats is Kestrel, and department store is snow. That might not be correct, because as I said, sometimes my memory is off a bit. So yeah, let's hope it works. So this is the library, so I'm going to say May the 4th. May the 4th is 408, so let's go there. Hopefully we don't get shot in the face. So 408, all right, let's go. It's over here. 408, what do you want? They ask. We have a letter from Mirza. Okay, I guess it worked. We raise the envelope up high so that they can see it. 2 armed guards emerge from the shadows. One of them walks over unceremoniously, grabs the orders, and catches hold of our companion's shoulder strap. You'll stay here. There's a lot of work. We could use you. For some reason, they're from the north of England. If you keep us here, Captain Mirza will be furious. Okay, or we drop everything and run. Jeez Louise. Ugh, running from people with guns. I don't think so. I don't think so. So let's... If you keep us here, Mirza will be furious. 502, I guess. I wouldn't run. I would try to talk my way out, right? The Captain Picard way. 502. Mirza doesn't give a damn about you, says the soldier, adjusting his hole in his rifle. Maybe not, but he gives a damn about the rest of the messages we are to deliver, we say. Who cares if it's the truth or not? All right, get going. Friggin' Mirza can go to hell. My accent is so bad. We don't stay to listen. We get away as fast as we can, back to game. All right, good. But now, you know, the thing is, like, I did this, but it's not advancing anything. It doesn't say, like, advance the orders dispatch thing. What if we had started to run like idiots? I guess we could have gotten shot or something, right? That's strange. I was expecting this to, yeah, move the track along. But no, not even. Oh, that's bad. That sucks. I guess maybe they wanted you to try this one out first and then, I don't know, maybe the others do something? That's weird. Because there's 1, 2, 3. There's 3 slots on the orders dispatch thing, and there's only 3 tokens. So how could you ever get it past that? How could you get it to 3 if the first one does nothing? I don't know. Okay, look. Maybe we'll get a card that says for how many tokens are left, bump it up. I don't know. All right, so now Anton is still up there at Plundered Old Town. He took a special action to resolve a token. He still has some cards left, but he cannot properly explore the place because there's no token on Plundered Old Town. So he could return 3 cards to socialize. Return 6 cards to trade, but again, he's got nothing to trade with. But if he socializes first, he'll get maybe, it's like tokens worth 3 per person that's there. So he'll get, let's say, a value of 3. That's not enough to trade. But I think you can do it once, then return some cards, then do it again. Then would we have enough cards to do anything? I don't think so, right? Let's go look in the book. Now, you could argue that this isn't fair, but I mean, we've been there before, so we should know the rules, right? Let's just go see 689. No, you see, you can return 3 cards and choose again, but you can't do the same thing again. Oh, that's... We could do this thing. Let's check if we can get something from the Gifts for Victims of War. I don't know. If we can get something, like grab something? Or buy something. You can't buy anything. I don't know. But in either case, it would be basically 6 cards, right? So 3 cards. 1, 2, 3 to socialize, and 1, 2, 3 to do something else. And then we'd have some tokens to trade, but to trade is 6 cards, and we only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, wow, look at that. Okay, that's bad. Okay, well, let's see what we get with this. Let's see what we get with this, and then... Yeah. Let's do it. Okay, so I'm going to socialize. So 1, 2, 3. And let's do the gifts of the thing. Okay, so just, I mean, we've seen the flavor text before. Decide how you will spend your time here. We listen to some gossip. I don't know about that. Eventually, maybe. But let's do this. Let's see. Let's check if we can get something from the Gifts for Victims of War. 672. Oh, it's right over here. Okay, 672. Once in a while, but only for a brief moment, the crowd of haggard figures livens up and voices rise. After a while, they form a queue or just gather into a group, hiding the source of the commotion. This attracts even more people. They hope food or medicine is being distributed here. Okay. That's a market. Roll the black die. 1 to 5, nothing. 6 to 9, vegetable. 10, a canned food or a meds or a bandage. Well, okay. All right, let's try to roll. I'm going to roll it over here. Oh, 7. Again with the 7s. It's 1 vegetable. Oh, this is what we wanted. All right. All right, so vegetable to the findings pile. I'll put it over here because it is his stuff. Okay, that's pretty good. Okay. So now I could not do that again, but I could potentially spend 3 cards to do that thing where it's look for work and you get tokens worth 3. So I could do that, like 3 cards, 1, 2, 3, and then I would have enough cards to bring back wood and stuff. So let's do that. So let's spend 3 cards. I'm loving this location. And actually, I should have interacted with that soldier. I just remembered I forgot to interact with that soldier. So let's do it. Ooh, well, look at that. Oh, yeah, I should have done that way before, huh? So I rolled 2. I would have to distribute 2 fatigue to Anton. And if I can't, it'll turn into wounds. Or I would have to discard tokens. Oh, but wait, again, you see? Am I actually encountering this guy? Dang. But now, no. You see? I'm gonna have to... If we look at this thing here... Okay, white soldiers, map encounters, resolved during movement. So you would do this when you move. And I'm not moving at all. I'm staying in Plundered Old Town. I'm interacting and I'm doing all sorts of stuff. So I'm not rolling this die. I'm sorry, folks. Like the other girl, fine, she was actually moving. Even though she was moving out, she was still moving. So yeah, I would resolve that soldier thing. But now I'm not moving. I'm not stepping out of a district. I guess these guys sort of, they border, they control the border or something. So when you move, you have to interact with them. But as of now, I would say, nuh-uh. So I'm not doing it. All right, so forget the soldier. So I discarded 3 cards, and I'm going to do some work for somebody. And what I'm going to take is, I'm going to take, for a value of 3, 2 chems and a coffee. Coffee because we have a coffee drinker, and chems because if I eventually get to build a deadfall trap, you do have to put chems in the trap to sort of lure the rats or whatever that you end up eating. So I'm going to take this for sure. And then I will take this special thing there that you can discard cards. So let's say 1, 2, 3 to get, I would say, wood. Yeah, let's get 3 wood. There we go. Okay, so that's done for the whole scavenging thing. That took a while. So let's go now do the night raids phase. We've got 3 board ups, which is good. And let's shuffle this and get something that isn't too bad. Hopefully we get hobos. Okay. Hobos. Damage. Any 3 tokens or resources, starting with the most expensive ones, and 0 wounds. Well, that's good. We got 3 board ups. So this negates everything. We don't even need to roll the die. Wow. That's one of the easy cards, because it says afterwards, remove this card from the game. I'm just curious. You know? Yeah, okay, it would have been good. But yeah, we're blocking everything, and we're removing this from the game. So, okay. But all in all, that was super great. And then we're going to add 2 cards to the Night Raids deck. And there we go. So these are going to be the real baddies. Okie dokie. So now it's going to be the start of the dawn phase. So people are coming back. Everybody's back at the house. And now we get to draw a super duper War Fate card. This is going to be resolved at the end of the dawn phase. But for now, let's draw a War Fate card. And we get this one. Okay. Raise the illness of all ill characters. No. Heal the wounds of all characters. No. Discard bandages. No. If cold tokens minus board ups equals 1 or more. Nuh-uh. 1 or more. See how bitchy that is? But we have 3 minus 3, which is good. Yes. Discard all engagement tokens. We don't have that. Move the white soldier 1 district. And the black soldier, we don't have any. So white soldier 1 district. And we have 2 of these guys. I don't think it matters really which one you go first, because they're all going to sort of move like that. So this guy goes over here, and this guy goes down here in the port. Okay. Resolve weight tokens, we don't have any. And resolve spirit, C. Okay. C has no effect. C is, if he's wounded, raises wounds. Nope. And then here, if Katz is wounded, raise her misery. Okay. That turned out very nicely. I usually get hammered by this. Well, I mean, by the regular Fate deck. Fate is my least favorite part of the game. It's just so swingy. But, you know, Fate. Swingy. All right, let's check this out. If a completion token is placed on any act objective card on the time track, resolve the corresponding script from the card. Well, we have one. So, yeah, we have this thing over here. All right. And it says CH70. So let's do that. This is the AK party. I gotta say, I'm liking the amount of story we're getting in here. All right, so H70. Mirza walks down the stairs. He makes our skin crawl. What does this wolf in a uniform have in mind this time? We're drinking to our victory, and you, our hosts, must join us, he says, and we follow him upstairs, knowing it's better to obey. We end up alone among armed men, slowly getting drunk by candlelight. All right, we got 4 choices here. We go looking for Mirza. He's the one who invited us. Okay. Corporal Jadran is standing by the window. Maybe if we grab a drink with him, he'll stop picking on us? Well, did he pick on us? I don't know. Sergeant Demir is drinking with 2 soldiers. We join them. A large company is sitting in a circle by the stairs. The soldiers are drinking fast. We should blend in, all right? Oh boy. Now you see, we haven't been talking to anybody in the squad, right? Let me put this card here. Maybe we would have learned something if we had talked to these people. Wow, so what should we do? Maybe try to get a guy to not pick on us? I mean, I haven't lived this really. I don't know. Sergeant Demir. I would suck up to the boss. I think I would suck up to the boss, really. So we got like the leader, the corporal, the sergeant. I really don't know. Should I roll a die? Should I roll like a D4 or something? No. I'd go looking for Mirza. Yeah, I would. He's the head honcho. If we can get him to like us, he makes all the decisions. So let's do it. Let's do that. There's a lot of different choices in here. I'm liking it. All right, 460, 460. Oh, wow, that's a big chunk here. The captain is sitting on a wooden support beam. There's no furniture in the attic. He's holding a glass full of moonshine, but he isn't drinking. He's looking straight ahead with unfocused eyes. Did you serve in the army before the war? We say to strike up a conversation. Mirza stares at us as if surprised by our appearance, but after a moment he answers. I used to be a school principal. When it's over, will you go back? To the kids, we ask. Mirza doesn't answer. He gulps down half a glass and moves it away from his lips. His face twists in a grimace, but he doesn't drink a chaser. We can see tears in his eyes. He's looking straight at us when one of them trickles down his cheek and disappears in his long, unshaven growth. Go and have a drink, he says. We'd better obey. Okay, so a bit of character development here. So what do we have now? We have Jadran, okay, same thing as before. Demir with some soldiers, large company in a circle, or we sit down in a corner hoping that we can wait this all out. Hoping that we can wait this out. No, let's go talk to some people. Yeah, let's go see Demir with some soldiers. 548. You're right at the bottom here. The sergeant welcomes us by raising his moonshine mug, as if giving a salute. We sit down next to him on the floor. We talk about the times before the war. Demir used to work in the sales department of a small frozen food factory in the south of the country. Before the war, he hadn't even touched a gun. Okay, so we ask him about Mirza, or we ask him about the rebels' plans. I mean, do I want to know the rebels' plans? I mean, we can ask. I feel like he's going to say, shut up and, have a drink. But let's ask. I mean, why not? Maybe we can participate, right? Yeah, let's do it. 243. Let's participate. Demir hesitates, but finally talks about a large offensive. There are more squads like this one hiding in the city. A few hundred guerrillas. And on top of that, significant forces outside the city. Artillery, infantry, captured tanks. The sergeant draws a map of the city on an old envelope and marks directions of the offensive. We do our best to memorize the map, and then we put it away, wondering if it's the truth or just drunken rambling. After we're done here, Demir says, the city will be nothing but ashes. Woo. Move the completion token from the AK Party Act objective card to the storage. It represents 1 Mirza's backing. Keep it for the later part of the campaign. Then flip the AK Party card face down. Find the story token 2. Flip it face up and place it on the story token's space of the act sheet. Ugh, this is Demir's map. Okay, let's do this one by one here. Move the completion token from the AK Party Act objective card to the storage. Okay. So AK, this thing, to the storage. All right, good enough. It represents 1 Mirza's backing. This is probably a typo and I'm mad at that. But hey, I'm keeping it, so that's it. Keep it for the later part of the campaign. Fine. Then flip the AK Party card face down. Okay, AK Party card, face down. Face, oh, on the track, I guess. Okay, so I'll put it back on the track, face down. Find the story token 2. So there's a whole bunch of these tokens, right? They're numbered from 1 to 10, and they all have something on the other side. And I haven't looked, I don't know for now. So let's just get this token here and see what it says to do. So find story token 2. Oh, flip it face up and place it on the story token's space of the act sheet. Okay, so this is the act sheet. So we place a story token at the bottom there. Okay, I'll just put this on the side. Let's flip the story token, and it is... Oh, it's a map. Okay, it's like a folded up map. Okay, so I'll put this with my story tokens. Fine, I guess some game effects will say if you have the map, yada yada yada. Let's go back here. Okay, so this token is Demir's map. So Demir's map. You may remove this token from the game at any time to ignore any soldiers present on the map during one scavenging phase. You may also keep this token for the later part of the war campaign. Okay, pretty cool. Back to game. All right. Okay, so this map, you discard it forever just to move through the map without hindrance. It's like you know about the shortcuts and all that. It's cute. Okay. Okay, I was expecting a bit more from this whole thing, but okay. I guess all depending on who you talk to, things are going to change. But at least now we have a way through if ever there's a ton of soldiers. Yeah, okay. And now, of course, at the end of the War Fate phase, we have to draw some narrative actions. And here we go. We get Night Owl, like a mouse. We have an animal theme going here. Okay, like a moose. Play during the Scavenging Phase. Instead of rolling for the noise, set the noise marker to 1. Okay. Night Owl. Play at the beginning of the Evening Phase. This is when you assign people to sleep and to go scavenging. Choose a character. This character may now perform all of their actions again. Ooh! I love this card. Okay, I'm keeping that. I'm keeping that. Like a mouse is cute, but noise hasn't been... I mean, it's always a pain in the butt, but it's not like a major hindrance. So I'm going to take the Night Owl. Maybe I'll use it pretty soon, actually. Okay, so the day is actually over. We have a lot of stuff. Wow, we have a lot of stuff. Yeah, okay, cool, cool, cool. All right, so let's reset this thing and move on to the next day. If you've enjoyed this video, please consider hitting the like button down below. Now, I know it seems like a very small thing to do, but it actually does help the channel when you do that. And if ever you should find yourself in a super generous mood, well, I do accept donations via PayPal. And anything you give, big or small, will help keep me going.